We are on a mission to hug that gator. And by God damn it, we're going to. Anyway, yeah, we're doing more of this. Again, despite the YouTube numbers, people on Twitch seem to like it, so we'll continue on. I think we will finish it off maybe in the next stream or the stream after. So we'll just get whatever we can. Although I gotta bring something up about that. But first of all, we're doing the usual shill. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. Every 50 sub milestone will get you a playthrough of a game. 550 we'll do Clonoma Beach Volleyball and Buster Bust Loose second attempt. 600 is Super Metroid. If we get 600 before April 20 or March rather, April 28th, March 28th, I'll do the in-costume webcam stream wearing the costume of the VTuber model. And there's other stuff, Pac-Man World. A lot of people have been requesting Pac-Man World, surprisingly. So maybe we can get to that sooner rather than later. I have the sequel, too. Maybe I'll do the sequel as well. And I still don't know what we're going to do if I, by some stretch of a miracle, reach 1,000 subs before the end of the year. I need to get ideas for that, but again, we have time. I'm not even expecting that to happen. Also, join the Discord server. Link is in the description. And come give me a follow over on Twitch. And also say hi, Nico. Anyway. So, Zootopia 2 is you know what? I've been wanting to watch Zootopia 2, but it's still not on Disney+. It's like, still not. And apparently, it's not going to be on Disney Plus until next month. Like, what the fuck? It's on other streaming services, apparently, though, that I do not have. So, yeah. I did, however, watch the new Muppet Show, and I kind of liked it. I was worried it wasn't going to be as edgy and slapsticky as the original, but they did a pretty good job with it. Not a fan of Kermit's voice. The current voice of Kermit is not that good. Yeah. Anyway, so before we get into the story, I just wanted to let you guys know that I did a little bit of digging with this game, and I found out some things. First of all, there are 4 endings to this game, and from what I understand, a couple of them are really bad, like really bad. So, I looked, without spoiling much, I was able to figure out how to get the good ending. Basically, the choices that they give you in this game, not all of them matter, except very specific ones. We have already done 2. The first one, to get the best ending, was the one for, when we were in the classroom passing around the note. We made the right choice to continue passing the note around. The other one was when we got Olivia to come out to the barbecue. Apparently, the correct choice was to invite her to the barbecue, not tell her to go out there for her family, which honestly seemed like a perfectly viable option, if you ask me. The Croc will remember. Yes, actually. So here's what I did. Because apparently that was the quote-unquote wrong answer, I went back, using this save file, I sped run back to this point, and I made the correct decision. So I have a separate save file for that. Hey, Freakbot. So, my question to you guys. I have the guide open for how to get the good ending. Do we want to get the good ending using a guide? Or do we want to live with our choices? I'll leave it entirely up to you. I don't know how much the one choice we made here is not good. But this is the one that'll... I don't know if we're like completely locked out of the good ending for this. Also, just a quick rant here. Real talk, K-Fab off. Dating sims are like the worst type of video game. Because The way this works is that it operates on a point system, a quote-unquote point system, where every time you make a correct choice, you get a point. And according to what I've read, the way that this works is that to get the good ending, you're supposed to help Inko and Olivia grow as people or something. So you got to make the correct choices. Even though the choices for these to me seem like both perfectly viable options. Like I don't understand why one is worse than the other. But it operates on a point system that you do not see nor have any indication or feedback of. And it's like you make a choice and it's like, was that the right choice? And it's like, I don't know. You'll find out at the end. By then it's too late. Oops, you got the bad ending. Fuck off. I tried to make the right choices, okay? So the dating sims are just insufferable to me. We had the same problem with Monster Prom, but at least with Monster Prom you got stats. At least they showed you the stats. This you get no feedback whatsoever. So I don't know. What do you guys want to do? Let's see. Get the good ending. Go for the what the fuck ending. You do not want the what the fuck ending, I promise you. The good ending? Okay. So we want to go for the good ending, it seems. At least I hope so. I mean, the other choices that we made so far apparently do not matter. So go for the fetish view. I turned that option off, sorry. Oops, you didn't get the girl's favorite chocolate at 5 p.m. and rejected going to bed with her. Now you both die in a car accident. Yeah, that's basically what dating sims are in a nutshell. Alright, so we're gonna go for the good ending, I suppose. The only thing we really missed is like new dialogue between the two of them when you change the choice. When she goes back out to the barbecue, it's the same thing. So again, whoop-de-doo. Anyway, we're here back in class. Persona games are even worse, so I've seen. Made it just in time. Also, I should mention I'm currently wearing a neck brace because of my physical therapy. I had to have my neck adjusted. I get to take it off in about 30 minutes to an hour, so
let's fucking go.
I'll have to pause for that. I take a seat right next to Olivia and let myself relax for a second. Livy is, as usual, doodling away in her notebook. Also, we're probably not going to go the full 3 hours tonight, again, because I'm starting late. That's okay. I take a quick peek at her new work, curious to see who she's trying to turn into a caricature today. Instead, the page is filled with various scribbles of what looks to be a rat. She has some sort of weird affinity for rats. I like her. The only piece of shading for the fur is just on his head, save for a white spot around its eye. Looks like the same one she doodled on the note we passed around in history class. The Murid mural shows in various poses and scenarios, some basic, some pretty creative. She's a master of the rat arts. They're her favorite snack. Maybe. Maybe she's hungry. There's even one wearing a cape wielding a ridiculously giant sewing needle like a sword. Ah, fan of Redwall, I see. These rat doodles of yours are pretty cute.
Thanks. Actually, that reminds me. Look who else I drew over the weekend.
She flips a couple of pages of her sketchbook and holds it up for me to see. Much to my surprise, it's none other than Mia. Olivia decided to draw her as what I can only describe as the most in the most flattering of ways as druggy harlot. Whoa. Hey, see me in a box. Her clothes are even more ripped than usual. Her usual attire. Her jacket is filled with all kinds of unflattering patches, and her hair is styled into a gaudy mohawk that only detracts slightly from her face, full of piercings and rings. By the way, I do have the Alright, I'm just, I have the guide open, so, we can see what we're doing. So we make sure we get the good ending, the way the game wants, and won't tell us how to do it. fact, she has a couple of rings pierce her eyelids to the point that I think it would be impossible to keep her eyes open from her weight. And that's not even getting to all the tattoos that Olivia has drawn on Mia's face. I can't help but let out a snicker at the sight.
You like?
She's sporting a smug grin as she looks my way. I mean, it's funny, but how can she even breathe with all those nose rings?
Doesn't need to. She's full of hot air already.
The girl chuckles at her own joke. It is weird seeing her happy. I bet if she saw it, steam would blow out her ears. I think that was the exact noise she made.
Yeah, she'd stomp around uselessly and then do nothing else.
Seems like a pretty good idea how she works.
She's just predictable. It's not rocket science.
Oh, hey, these girls, remember them? From Stream 1? Jeez. She looks like she's ready to rob a bank. She's like the Hamburglar. We're interrupted by a pair of students. I recognize them, though they only knew one of their names. Ah, yes, Lunar.
Yo, Inko, my Humi. So you submitted to the contest. I just loved it. It was good. It was so good. I had to show it to my friend. Yeah, man. I just had to come see who made it when Lunar told me all about it. When she told me, I was like, "Oh my god! I knew it was when I knew when I saw you. I had an artistic spirit."
Well, thank you for the streak, by the way.
Pretty damn fantastic, especially for a newbie.
I'm a bit taken aback by her backhanded compliment. She totally would, wouldn't she? Still, it's a compliment, the first real one I've had since coming to San Hammond. About my art, I mean.
Oh my gosh, I never introduced myself, did I? I'm Kiara. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, likewise.
Cool. I mean, it's not that great of a piece. It's just something I had on hand.
Oh, wait, did he say that? He said, oh, damn it, I got confused. I mean, it's not that great of a piece, it's just something I had on hand.
Last minute? Damn, you're selling yourself way too short there. Yeah, your work is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I think we should hang out sometime. Oh, you
slut! Stop trying to get into his pants. Whoa, that escalated quickly.
Oh shit, the bell's gonna ring soon. Already? Damn. Well, it was nice seeing you. Well, it was nice seeing you again, Inko. Keep up the great work. Be seeing you later. Yeah, be seeing you soon, Inko.
Begone, thought. Hand up a smile as my new friends I wave goodbye and depart. A heady feel of joy washes through my head as I replay the words of praise repeatedly. In the corner of my eye, Olivia's smile reflects the overwhelming cheer I'm feeling. I was wondering if she was gonna, like, sound jealous or something. Or look jealous or something. Apparently not. Though it seemed to vanish for a moment, I look her way.
Seems like you're becoming the talk of the school.
I mean, I hope that I get some positive feedback about my work, but I didn't realize it would be that good. Olivia chews on her lip in contemplation before turning to me.
Say, Inko, can I see your submission?
Sure, give me a second. Luckily I'm prepared, as not only do I have my portfolio drive, but I finally set up a cloud drive for it. Don't do that! It's going to be used for AI images. It's as simple as opening up the application on my phone and swiping to the exact digital copy to present to Olivia. Ta-da! I consider it my magnum opus. Magnum opus. I finally got to say it.
Keep a copy of it on your phone?
Got my whole portfolio in cloud storage. Don't do that! Get it off! I learned it was a good practice for a couple of art blog. Ugh. I learned it was good practice from a couple of artist blogs. Yeah, they're probably the ones doing the AI images. Stop. What do you think?
Oh,
Olivia squints at my phone as she does her best to formulate her opinion.
it's, nice. The compost of it is really... compost of it is really something?
You mean composition?
Yeah, that. You did great, Inko.
Getting a compliment from Olivia for my work feels a bit alien to me. But maybe, just maybe, this was the start of something new. I can almost feel it now. Inko G. Nito, ace photographer, capable of capturing masterpieces through a photo lens. Beyond sales starts to the AI. Yeah, well, apparently you can turn those off, but I don't think that's trustworthy. Realistically, I should find my old DeviantArt account, which I have like my graphic design stuff on, and probably delete it. Yeah, that has a nice ring to it. Olivia must see my self-congratulatory grin because of her own drops.
Alright, you did good. Don't let it go to your head.
When the grin remains, she forces it off by elbowing me in the chest. Ah! Keep him in check.
Warned you.
It's gonna leave a bruise. The exchange behind us, Olivia and I get ready for class. As was the norm by now, Mr. Yadakin began class with some violent abuse of school property. Good morning, good morning. Now settle down, we got announcements to go over. I sit back in my seat, subtly feeling out the spot where Olivia smacked me to check. Yep, bruise, sheesh. As the pale Tetradon continued on reading... That's interesting. They tried to do alliteration, but the P in pterodon is supposed to be silent. Continued on reading for the announcement sheet like he did every day. I found myself lost in my own thoughts. Nothing else really happens that I consider out of the ordinary. Things are new, like the school itself, are finally starting to become mundane. Later at lunch, I'm rattling off my best stand-up to Olivia while Damien's out getting seconds. Liz had retreated to her usual space in the rafters. And then he says, "Oh, goddamn!" Olivia's hand flies to her nose, trying failing to contain her snort-filled laughter. It sets off a chain reaction as my own laughter spills over my mouth of cheap school burger.
God, you suck at comedy, Inko.
Olivia drinks greedily from her canteen to alleviate her sore vocal cords. Is that why you're all out of breath?
It was a pity laugh.
Stick to photography. Don't quit your day job. You got a better one? The mood is slow to settle, but once Olivia has caught her breath, she speaks with a snide smile.
In fact, I do. So a Triceratops, a T-Rex, and a Rhinorex find a lamp. Her mouth clamps shuts and her eyes go wide. Olivia? Ah, perfect. I was looking for you two.
Olivia casts her eyes down to her lunch, spearing her mystery meat roughly with a talon. Hey, Ben, what's up?
Yeah, come by and congratulate you on your submission entry.
This again? I mean, it is my best piece, but of all the praises for it is still surprising. It's exhilarating, all these compliments and everything. Thanks, man. Hey, maybe I'll be the winner of the contest. What do you think, Olivia? The green gator girl flinches. Ben shakes his head.
Also, Olivia, great to catch you here. Principal Scalar wanted me to remind you that you need to clean up after yourself. Leaving messes in classroom can disrupt students in other periods.
Scalar said that? Why not tell Olivia herself?
She's busy and tired of reminding you.
Olivia scoffs at the mention of our principal, yet keeps her mouth firmly closed. Must not be that important then. Inko, I just spent my entire second period cleaning up her mess because she's not taking anything seriously. I'm not supposed to be Scalar's errand boy. I'm certainly not supposed to be a private, personal janitor. I left a frown at Olivia giving Ben all the silent treatment. Was it wrong of me to think she'd be more open with everyone else like she is with me? You know how hard it is to scrub baking soda out from the carpet once it's dried? You just try not to make other people's life harder. Oh, jeez. Jeez, Ben. Ben, what the hell? I didn't mean it like that. I went too far. Sorry. Olivia tries shooting me an indifferent gaze. Cracks into a bit of embarrassment when I don't return it. Ben's comment is completely uncalled for, but I can't just stand around if she's not even going to defend herself. Come on, Ben, leave her alone. My point being, Olivia, this is completely ridiculous. I expect better from you. Expect? How can you have expectations for her? They came out a little wrong. Yeah, dude. This guy needs to learn when to not talk. Well, I expect her to do the bare minimum and not waste my time. Olivia doesn't even bother looking at Ben. Instead, she's looking at me with that sad face until she quietly wheels away from us. I think I went a little too far there. Man. Pinches his brow and sighs. Left standing there with the student council president, I wonder what I had done to earn me Olivia's ire just now. That bad? Mia really wanted me to have lunch with her today. She's definitely going to give me an earful after school. Oh, God. He glances at his phone and grimaces at the notifications. Spoke too soon. She's giving me one now. When not to criticize, yeah. Well, you should probably grab your lunch while there's still time. Ben glances up at one of the clocks in the lunchroom. There's only about 10 minutes of lunch left. You're right, but the lines usually closed 5 minutes ago. He hammers his fist in his palm in epiphany. Oh, use that vending machine out there. Anything good? Anything good there? I've been enjoying atomic hot taquitos recently. But Damien tells me he's a bigger fan of bitter melon bites. Bitter melon it is. I don't think my tail can handle that amount of capsaicin. Ben gets up from a seat. Alright, I'll go back I'll go check it out. Let's... Uh-oh. One of his feet gets caught in the stool and he stumbles head first. Right into Damien's tray stacked high with... Oh, God. Welcome to the Hammond High Comedy Hour. Jeez. He faceplants right through the tray and onto the floor. On the bright side, the mystery meat cushions his fall. On the dark side, the mystery meat cushions his fall. Well, Ben, you alright? I jump from my seat to go help him up. Instinctively, I look around the cafeteria. All eyes are on us. I already hear it starting. Various murmurs about the safety of the student council president, murmurs that start breaking into jeers. Oh God, the rumor mill. I know how the song and dance goes. It's over for Ben. He gets up and dusts off his blazer. Not exactly what I meant when I said meet and greet, Damien. Oh yeah, you're right, sorry. All of a sudden, the entire attitude of the cafeteria shifted before my eyes. The jeers were deflected into general amusement that permeated through the room. One of the nearby students stands up and hands him a few napkins to wipe his face off. Hey, thanks. How does he manage to stay composed while covered in school mystery meat? I'm both impressed and jealous. You okay? I thought you couldn't eat meat. Nah, if I swallowed any of it would be a lot more than that to really be an issue.
I'll be fine. Thanks for the concern, though.
He even brushes off the lunchroom grime. Ben carries himself with dignity. That'd have been me. Guy had some serious quick wit. There's probably a little more to it than that. I wonder, actually. Man, I was looking forward to eating that. Why on earth did you even have that meat? Why on earth did you even have that much meatloaf?
As the cafeteria lady earlier morning let me have the leftovers.
Well, now it's gone a bit to waste. Guys, the remains of the floor. Some poor janitor is gonna have to mop all that up.
Maybe.
Don't even think. Oh no, Damien, no, no. Bell signals in the next class. Our next class tells the fistfights and gang wars cease on command, and everyone starts milling towards the exits. The cafeteria empties enough that I can clearly see Ben-shaped meatloaf angel on the floor. There's a familiar rubbery and textured feeling on my fingertips. My instincts had kicked in, hands going to my camera to capture the moment. After which a sense of shame rolls over me. That I would even consider capturing something like this, especially when it's happening to my friend. I get up from my seat and with a heavy sigh, I finally head to my next class. Hope Ben will have the time to clean up before photography. He's got 5 minutes. On my way to photography, I'm still a bit caught up by what just happened. I think I'm starting to see how Ben accomplished that. I mean, ordinarily, an incident that embarrassing would be just detrimental to your social standing. On my first day, I went through something like that, and an event so humiliating, people were still spreading rumors for days. I think I might know. Well, I have a couple ideas, but we'll see how this plays out. Sure they died out pretty quick, but the fact is that it happened. One moment everything is fine, suddenly something you couldn't have even seen coming just upends your life. Relatable. Stuff like that can happen all the time to anyone. It's something that's always terrified me. It's something that just happens to Ben only. He was exempt. He was quick on his feet and diffused the situation faster than it could have ever really started. It's like disaster avoidance. I seriously think it's the most important skill one can have. To have everything under control, to see trouble from a mile away and make a non-issue even when it takes you by surprise. This sort of social capital is something I need. Maybe it's a little selfish, but if I were seen that way, then any sudden happenings would be forgiven instantly. Of course, Ben isn't alone. Oh shit. Maybe. Where does people? Oh, okay. So I hit the scroll wheel again, and it went backwards. The world's full of people with that skill. Only I'd be lying if I said most of them had deserved it. Most people able to get away with stuff usually use their unique ability for just that, getting away with stuff. What should be seen as a blessing of a social buffer is just some enabling trait of theirs, a charismatic get out of jail free card. If I had that ability, I'd use it to push myself to my limits, both artistically and productively. That's my ultimate goal. Ben is one of the good ones, definitely. He's definitely earned my respect over this. The question remains, though. How do I get like that? B. Scott the Waz, I guess. The line of thinking is cut off as I round the next corner.
I want to talk with you, Olivia.
Uh-oh. At the center of the hallway intersection, I see Mia and Olivia. Uh-oh. Oh god. Oh no. This is the song that gets claimed. Shit. Okay. I had to mute the desktop audio. All right. Sorry, I had to stop that. Oh, come the fuck on now, Olivia. Don't be such a killjoy. I don't know.
I'm trying to be nice here.
Grin on Mia's face is jovial as she stands before the wheelchair-bound girl. Her tail lazily swayed as she eyes Olivia. Man, I never realized how lethal those spikes on her tail looked.
After all, I have to be nice to someone who's as talented as Olivia, don't I?
Is that the other two girls behind her? Are they her goons? And her pair of similarly shaped Saurian girls. Actually, wait a minute. Those two. Yep, I know it. Talk about escalation, I know, right? I'll unmute the desktop audio when the music stops. Just so you know, sound alerts will not work because they're dependent on the desktop audio. They're Mia's friends. Friends?
I mean, she knows her way around a palette and canvas. Right, Olivia? A paraplegic Picasso here? That's you, right?
Oh, God.
I can't imagine how useless you must feel otherwise. I'm glad you'll be able to put those thoughts aside and paint some things you like.
Mia takes a step toward Olivia, her previous expression taking on a more ominous air.
Yet for all that talent and untapped potential, you seem to lack some of the basics expected of a functional young adult.
Alligator be your fence? I don't know, maybe. Mia's lips part, revealing a cruel grin.
Hey, you've been really dirty and messy little baby, leaving your stuff everywhere in class and getting it all over the place. They should stick you in a cute little bib.
Oh, God. Kiara and Lunara laughed, jeering loudly at Olivia. Man, I was actually liking them. Fuck these two. Mia snaps her finger, causing the two of them to go quiet. I still don't want to believe it. Those two, they were so nice to me. What are they doing with Mia? Lake Placid. She'd be cheering for the Gator for sure. I know them. They're smart. They know if this is what it looks like. They know if this is what it looks like, it's horrible. And they're not the kind of people to punch down like this. You think? You sure about that? They all decided to do this, right? So what's going on? Is there more to the situation? Mia takes another step forward, her figure low looming over Olivia as she looks down with a cruel sneer on her lips. Normally, I wouldn't waste my time trying to single you out, but I'm going to use this moment to make you get the picture. Benny was supposed to join me for lunch, but he had to stay behind to clean up after your mess. Bulk and Skull, Bebop and Rocksteady, I guess. Although they don't seem nearly as dumb.
You get your issues, you can't ride a bike or whatever. That's your fucking problem. Stop making it mine, Olivia. Why do you need to start being a problem for you? Yeah, does Ben look like your nanny? Well, she does come pre-packaged with a stroller. Come on, Mia, that's crossing the line. Not like she can stand up to you or anyone.
Oh my God, fuck all of them. It's flat fuck frame.
What, I'm just chatting with Liv here. But if I didn't hurt your feelings, I'm really, really sorry. Kara's beak clicks loudly and repeatedly while Laura's hand covers her maw to hide her giggling. Oh, don't take it personally, Livy. I'm just teasing you. Gutsmith teenage girl versions. That's probably a little bit more accurate. Right, Liv? We're all just being one happy family here. Lord knows some of us could use one. Oh. I don't even know how to respond. Yeah, that's fucked up. Wow. Fuck this bitch so fucking hard. I want to hear both sides of the story here. What's the history with Mia and Olivia have for a confrontation like this? I think getting upset over this, her getting over missing lunch with Ben is extreme, but Mia's friends remain by her side. Completely steadfast against Olivia. Is it that bad? And yet Olivia says nothing to her. Okay, so music is gone, so I'm going to go ahead and unmute. As her head, she has her head atop her knuckles of her hand like I would during Prockling's history lesson. There were moments where Olivia's tail would press to the floor, shifting her chair back to the side. It looked like she was attempting to sidestep the conversation with that muscular tail, but Mia's own movements cut her off her escape attempts. Mia returns the calm stare. There's no motion, but the staring contest was a fight on its own way, and the first to look away would lose. Olivia's frigid indifference against Mia's piercing gaze. Truly a battle of the ages. Kiara ended up dropping her phone and both glare at her simultaneously. A draw. Kiara, I swear I'll kill you one of these days. Olivia takes the opportunity to move past Mia.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Wow, the timing on that. Perfect timing. Holy shit. Oh, man. Mia takes no time to roughen her stance and continue her spew of insults. What, leaving so soon? No response. And so quick, that's almost normal walking speed. God, she's like 2 minutes from like wheeling her to the stairwell and pushing her down. Holy shit. Shut up, Skeletor. Even this is extreme even for you. I was honestly thinking you need a cooler nickname to go with your need for speed. Hot Wheels. Oh, God. An instant, Olivia stops to a squeaking halt. Gone was her stoic face in her place where... this is like a serious moment, but I can't stop thinking about the fucking... excuse me, princess. Place where... Okay, we gotta take this serious time. In this place where her eyes wide and with shock. How the hell? Olivia's pace falters. Mia quickly steps again and places a foot on her left wheel. Your brain-dead, fin-head friend told me to go back to gym class. He went on about how you had it back when you were still soiling your diapers. Honestly, I think you should embrace it. So say it. Well. Whoa. Are you retarded or stupid, you bitch? Fucking say it. Oh my God. Pushing her down the stairs would be like better than this. Jeez. God, you need a fucking speech therapy too? Say it. Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels. See, I knew you could do it. Kind of fitting, I agree with half of it. Olivia's claws dig into her armrests. I know. Damn. Maybe that's the nuance. The point is that only half of it works. Mia turns to see Kiara and Lunar eliciting some more giggling from them. I'm sure you wouldn't mind us making it cool again. Making it cool again, though, right? I mean, you were such a winner back then. Mia leans in close, her voice now a harsh stage whisper as she glares daggers through Olivia. What's wrong, Hot Wheels? Don't want to talk anymore? Am I not good enough for you? Even from afar, I can tell that Olivia is starting to lose her composure. Her tail lays limp on the floor as the energy to hold it was drained away. Oh my god. I think this is bull. You think? You fucking think? Fucking slowpoke over here. Jesus Christ. I didn't want to believe it. But it's undeniably now. This is textbook This is textbook bullying. It's unfair. It's like when you're in the line to use the restroom after hours and hours of waiting and someone cuts in front of you. Completely inexcusable. Yes, it's the exact same thing as that, Inko. Fucking idiot. This is the part where I should step in. What do I even say? I have to at least try, right? It's my duty as a fellow student. Truly is Saitama. I know. Is he? I know, man. Maybe I don't need to say anything at all. Just be present for Olivia against the horde. It certainly wouldn't help if I got an even bigger target on my back for Mia. Olivia wrenches herself free from Mia's foot and continues down the hall. The others follow like vultures. Oh man, I need to think and act fast. My legs move on their own and I cross into the hallway. I'm instantly noticed Mia's already registered my presence and her expression changes. My heart starts beating quicker and harder. Time's up for being indecisive. Okay. So, yeah, we noticed. By the way, I didn't put it together first time, Serene Games. Did you have something to do with this game, or were you just someone that played it? Seeing this heavy moment, all the managers bring surprisingly a lot of laughs. I know, right? Okay, so from what I understand, this is one of the important decisions. I know which one to take already. I'm gonna ask you guys though, what do you think is the right decision here? Personally, if it were me, both. Both. It's like, see if she's okay, and then the punches come. Lots of punching. And throwing things. You think defend? Support? Yeah, so the correct choice for the good end is show support. I know what the right answer is. I was just asking to see if you guys could figure it out.
I started blasting. Bang, bang.
Exactly. But for now, we must support. We must support our Gator girl through all of her hardships. And not punch, sadly. Much as I wanted to go off on Mia and her posse, Olivia wouldn't want me to try and standing up for her again. Not after how I tried to handle it with Ben. Besides, I'd probably fumble the words and make myself look like a fool anyway. There's really not much I can do. Although, truthfully, if we're talking quote-unquote realistic here, it's been proven many times that the dinosaurs have, like, super strength compared to humans. So, yeah, he would fucking die. You are a fool, so you don't have to worry about that.
What I can do is nothing. Say nothing, do nothing. Just wait for Olivia to pass by. She stops in a bit of confusion, but quickly remembers she's currently on the run. Miss Tails, I know, right? Man, I'm disappointed in these two. Well, this one I had suspicion of. This one seemed like she was nice, but these two can fuck right off. As she passes, I follow down the same hallway, slowing my pace to be slightly behind her.
I'm so unbelievably disappointed right now.
Yeah, right? Olivia turns to look at me with equal parts surprise and dread. I think part of her fears that I'm about to say or do something really stupid. Instantly, I merely give her a warm smile. To be picked on by that many people at once, all certain they're doing no wrong, it's terrifying. You have a big love for this game? I can see why. It's very well written and it has a good story. Personally, I just feel like it's very, very, very wordy. Like there's a lot of dialogue, like almost too much dialogue. In moments like this, she should know that someone's got her back. All the creators of the game. Oh, okay. I saw your name, Serene Games. I thought maybe you were one of the people that worked on this. I've gotten devs or people that worked on games in my chat before. I just wasn't sure about that. You want to know something else? There are other dinosaur dating sim games I saw. There's one, it's called like Snoot or something. It's the same thing. It's like a human guy in a dinosaur high school. And then there's another one. It's literally called Double D Dinosaur. I was watching someone play it. Snoot game, yeah. And you can take a wild guess what that one's about. Let's just say it's a little saucier than this one. Game, so Tammy the T-Rex. It came out before this to be a parody of Goodbye Volcano High. I think I've heard of that. Huh. I had nothing to offer. At least the playing field will be a bit less one-sided. Now that she has someone beside her.
The hell?
Oh.
Hey, I know that jacket.
Oh, that was her. Sorry. Wait, was it? No. Oh, yeah, it was. Okay, sorry. I had the right voice.
And I know that bullseye for a head from a mile away.
The group starts falling behind us. Olivia glances over me, and I return the small smile.
Well, if it ain't Baldy.
How did you know?
Coming in to save the day or something?
I don't respond. Instead, I keep my head forward and keep on walking with Olivia.
Do not ignore us!
It seems to catch me a bit off guard as I can hear the gears in my head visibly start to turn. In her mind, rather.
I'm still talking to you, Hot Wheels.
Sound like shuffling boots starting to gain on us. Run. Run. Run right now. Run. Just fucking run. Because you have Ball here now to protect you isn't going to save your hide. Neither him nor any dipshit friends. I can see Olivia's claws digging into her armrests and the nickname, but otherwise she maintains her apathetic leer. The more we walk, the more obscenities Mia keeps blurting out and trying to get the rise out of either of us. Just keep going, she'll tire herself out. This is why you don't have any real friends, you skipless salamander. God, someone needs to hit her with a truck. Jesus Christ. I don't know if Olivia has a plan. I know. We need the taser sticks from Jurassic Park. Get her in one of those cages. Just start prodding her. Because I can't fully understand why she's letting Mia walk all over her like this. But I remain steadfast and I believe that she knows what she's doing. It's all I really can do.
Who do you want to be with a cripple like you? Hear Mia laughing her own one. My God, just fucking let it go. Olivia, please change your mind and wait. Olivia, please change your mind and waste this bitch. Ah, you got something to say now, Hot Wheels? She shrugs. That's how you feel. That's how you feel, Mia. What? Olivia doesn't say anything. She only turns around and begins to wheel herself down the hallway. For a moment, I stand in place and watch as Mia tries to process what happened. Even her pose looks confused, unaware of what to say. Where's the Itsukai truck when we need one? Huh? You really got her, Mia. Yeah, definitely show that leathery bitch. Mia jerks her head to her cohorts and glares at them, angered by their pity comments. Then she stares me down with obsidian daggers in her eyes. Well, that's my cue to leave. Yeah. With the grace of a headless chicken, I scramble down the hallway to catch up with Olivia. Around the corner, there's no Olivia to be found. Where'd she go? I suddenly hear Lunara's voice echoing down the hallway, followed closely by Mia's. Mia, what are you doing? Get back here, you fucks! Uh-oh. Oh no. We're about to have a dino crisis. Not alone, not with them.
One shall stand, one shall fall.
Yeah, I wish. Dread fills me as I hear the pursuing predator's heavy footsteps approach me. Dude, just stand in place. She won't see you. Oh wait, that's T-Rex. Never mind. Run. I'm grabbed from behind. I'm dead. Whoa! Suddenly, I'm violently pulled aside. Ran into the school's elevator by the collar of my jacket. Oh. Close the door. Close the door. Close the door right now. Close the door. Close the door. Thank God it wasn't me. Close the door. Jams the key into the slot and smashes the door to the second level. As the doors close, we hear Mira roar out for us. Next time I see those two again, I'll make sure that oversized cue ball has to use a wheelchair of hers instead. Thankfully, the elevator doors close shut, and the car jerks upward before making an ascent. Where's Regina when you need her? I know, right? Never knew I'd feel grateful to be in this death trap. As I catch a breath, I had unknowingly held, my eyes aligned with a pair of silver serpentine eyes. I appreciate what you did for me back there. I'm surprised. Hey, Gleam. Oh boy, you just missed an episode of Mean Girls. Not sure what to say back, really. So I smile back and nod. In return, she gives me a half smile before recomposing herself. You should roll with me in the elevator now. How come? Well, you just become enemies with her. If she sees you, you'll be a wad of gum under her boot. Oh, joy. Yeah, your best bet is to just avoid her now. This way you can stay out of the hallways. I appreciate it. Don't mention it. Wait, the elevator will stop Mia from beating the snot out of me and the entire rest of the school? Yes. Your small electronic bing in the elevator and the doors slide open. History class is bland as it usually is. Rockling continues prattling on about some sort of historical event. But most of my attention is on Olivia. She has her hoodie over her head and looks lost in thought. That altercation must have shaken her up more than I thought it would be. A part of me wants to ask if she'll be okay. Even though I'd already asked 3 times already. The last thing I'd want to do is prod at her. Soon enough, class nears an end, and Olivia uses her accommodation to leave the class early. Besides, we can talk about it after school if she wants. So, anyways, the more I think about it, the more I realize that I had my first real confrontation with a bully at school. I heard once when you get into a fight for the first time, you throw up from the adrenaline. No, you throw up from getting punched in the gut. No fists were thrown, but I feel the same about right now. I wring my hands together to steady them. Jeez, I'm a wuss. Stood up to Mia with Olivia, and I ended up in this mess. The final class ends, I'm set free for the day. Stepping out of St. Hammond's main entrance, I'm surprised to see my friends huddled together in a tightly knit group. I usually don't see them after school. I always assume they left as soon as the bell rang. Hey guys, what's going? Inko! Damien looks exceptionally worried as he glances at me. Inko, you believe me, right? Pardon? Olivia's nostrils flare with an exasperated snort. I didn't mean for any of that to happen. What's the matter, Damien? When Mia asked about that nickname stuff from so long ago, I just blurted it out. She didn't say she'd use it for something unscrupulous. I'm ashamed it took more than a moment to figure out what was happening. Guess Damien feels culpable for what Mia said, but why? You don't know what that word means. Who cares? Inko, really, I didn't mean for any of this to happen. Hey, I believe you, man. Your heart was in the right place. Olivia told us what happened with Mia, calling her some nickname. Damien leans back over an unresponsive Olivia, hands spread in supplication. She said you were there too. I was, yeah. Olivia, you loved that nickname way back when we were kids. Damien's words were dismissed with a roll of her smoky eyes. You really didn't mean it, Olivia. I know already. For a split second, she bore row upon row of sharp teeth before gnashing her maw in frustration. Olivia's nostrils flare out with a huff of hot breath again, and I could practically see everything from her day finally weighing on her. You were just being you again, Damien. Sometimes I wish you weren't, but whatever. There's a grittiness in her voice once more, but she continues on. That's a good idea. Let me get some water. She holds her canteen up to her lips, but drops it immediately. Empty again. The grit in her voice is back, but she presses on. And the nickname is just that, a nickname. I don't want to hear it again. Especially from her, especially if it's just to go under my skin. Olivia stares at Damien for a while before breaking contact to glance at Liz and I. Why not? Wait, did I say that? Why did I ask that? It just kind of came out. I mean, to be fair, he has no context for any of this, so he still needs to learn a bit of tact, though. Jeez. Liz notices Damien still organizing his thoughts. Seeing as neither of the others are going to answer coherently, she sighs. Well, I wasn't around for this, but when they were freshmen in middle school, Damien and Olivia would take the bus every weekend to an arcade in the city. I guess he came up with the nickname around then, and it stuck. That's half right, but I didn't come up with it. I brought a chunk of change for us to play stuff with each other.
a match on just about anything there was a quarter. Probably still is. But I don't think I won even once. Once she stood to win something, it's like a switch went off in her head. I'd never seen Olivia get like that. Some of the teenagers were watching too. They saw everything. A couple challenged her once and ran out of cash, and sure enough, she ended up clearing the houses all afternoon. It was all she would talk about at school all week until we go back for more. Only looked like a month for her to recognize as some local champion. Some time long ago, the way people started calling her Hot Wheels, don't remember really who or when. But I know it's proof she's got that fire in her. Wow, yeah, I had fun back then. Guess I forgot I wasn't supposed to bring it up. Have things really changed that much? And you did again. Damien hisses to himself. Sorry. You just can't help yourself. But you're right, it was the best time of my life. The name Hot Wheels belongs to 10-year-old me. Not current me. Hey, that's a great story. To be recognized so well within that would get you a cool nickname. Sounds amazing. Being a champion, being a winner. Why all the disdain for the title? I'm not. What? Not a winner anymore. Because you don't go to the arcade anymore? If it's the one I'm thinking about, it's only like half an hour away. Olivia looks at Liz like she just recommended everyone to watch the newest Netsticks anime. Okay. Well, if the story is anything to go by, I'd like to see you be a winner again. Olivia's breath seems to hitch for a moment. I'm sure these guys want to see it too. Damien's the one who dragged you to our lunch table all this time, right? Look at him. He's nearly kneeled over because he's afraid of losing that part of you. And Liz? I think I'd like to see what you and Damien are really... why you and Damien are really close friends. Yeah. Just as quick as I gained the bravado to speak up, my words left me immediately. I think I actually put Olivia on the spot there. Whoops. Well... Her tail rose along the ground in a bit of contemplation. You guys really care that much? If you guys really care that much about it, I wouldn't mind it from you guys. All at once, Damien lights up. Yes! The winning smile. All right, Hot Wheels is back. You guys now refers to Liz and Inko. Haha. Damien's shoulders drop for a moment, but he quickly recovers. If we're getting that name out again, we should visit the arcade together sometime. I'd rather not. Okay, then how about a better name, like Death Roll? Go with Death Roll. Olivia swings her tail around to trip him, but is fast enough to jump over it. Damien's words fluttered out as she contemplates new nicknames for Olivia to try and appease her. Many of which were shot down by her or leave Liz and I chuckling. Gradually, our giggles died down and the four of us chatted for a bit more about the day in general. Eventually, Damien and Liz headed in their respective ways, with Olivia deciding to stick around. Most of the school has filled out to their various homebound rides or to their after-school activities, leaving Olivia and I all alone. Hey, I'll roll with you. Really? I mean, I don't mind, of course. Yeah, it's nothing. House is only a few blocks away anyways. Besides, I'm sure someone would beat you up and take your lunch money if I didn't. There's plenty of time to make it to the next train, so the two of us take it easy. The sun finally manages to break through the autumn clouds, making the walk almost unseasonably warm.
Man, I thought the last day of summer was a week ago.
It was. I don't mind staying warm
Warm longer though.
Feels pretty great to me.
Olivia gives her chair an extra hard push, letting herself glide by unaided for long enough to stretch out her arms and bask in the sunlight. I might have figured you'd like the heat. Oh. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Also, check out the YouTube channel, Rob the Casual Gamer. It's where all my streams get uploaded to.
What? Because I'm a dino?
No, not like that.
I'm just playing. Relax.
You're pretty touchy on your stuff, aren't you? You're pretty touchy on that stuff, aren't you? Two of us finally make it to the train platform, nestled as it is off the main street. I can see the train a few blocks away. Our walk timed up with its arrival perfectly. I just think it's important to be educated, is all. Even if you're, what, the only human in our school? Olivia flashes me a cheeky grin as my train pulls up. I've got to admit it, but her mischievous nature is a little infectious. As the train doors open, I leave Olivia with one final jab, something I knew she'd appreciate. Hey, whatever you say, Hot Wheels. I neatly dodge out of the way and slash as of her slashing claws, stepping smartly onto the train as the doors close.
Nico, you son of a bitch! Get back here!
Too late. As the door dings shut behind me, I can see an irate and still blushing Olivia waving her fist as the train begins to pull away. Still giggling, I managed to squeeze myself into a seat next to a yellow-scaled woman smelling faintly of hot dogs. No need to elaborate on that. You know, I'd pay... You know, I may pay for that comment later. But the look on her face was totally worth it. Okay. I think I could take this neck brace off now. Oh, God. Oh, it's so much better. Okay. Oof. As the school year progresses, the days start to feel like they're moving along much faster. Yeah, like nowadays. As part of it may be the change of seasons, however slight that change may be. While the calendar says it's officially fall, the only thing I've really noticed was the increasing numbers of clouds in the sky. Better safe than sorry, though, which is why I brought my fancy compact carbon fiber umbrella. Still, things have started to be routine for me in the mornings. Wake up, throw on my clothes, consider eating breakfast before realizing I'd wrecked my stomach, walk to the station with a feather-light umbrella in hand. And wouldn't you know it, I ended up having another chat with Mr. Ferris on the ride to school. Hello, Mr. Nito. How are you this morning? Doing fine, sir. Thank you. And how are you? Doing well. So my niece told me over the weekend that you and Olivia were in a predicament of some sort. Yeah, Olivia was being picked on by someone, but it's not a problem anymore. I see. Well, that's unfortunate to hear, and strange considering the substantial funding the school gets for anti-student harassment programs. Yeah, I think someone's laundering that money. You might want to look into that. That stuff reminded me when my uncle used to call me the nickname Michelangelo when I was a kid, and still use that. Michelangelo the painter or the turtle? What good is all that tax money if classmates are still raging on each other? If it meant anything, Olivia knows how to handle herself. I was there to support her. That's fine, but the issue is this sort of thing shouldn't be happening to begin with. The turtle, That aside, Liz has gotten somewhat enthusiastic recently regarding Olivia. She's surprised at how animated she's gotten. Ever since that get-together at Randall's place, I think. I'd wager you'd have something to do with it, no? Maybe a little. Yeah, it was certainly rocky in the beginning, but we've been warming up to each other. Nice seeing a different side of her, even if it's brief. Oh, that's him. Seeing a different side of her, even if it's brief. I don't know if I can take credit. I don't know. Can I take credit for that? We all have unique chances to make a change, Inko. If you're good at grasping them, that in itself is something to be proud of. How do you know it's really a chance to do? How do you know it's really a chance to do anything? Let's add a deep, reverberating chuckle. Well, to flip our usual scripts and to let you in on an old phrase, a friend of mine once told me, if you see a fork in the road, take it. Yeah? Thanks, Mr. Ferris. Like my mornings, school days have become routine as well. Safe through PE with Damien, see Olivia's new doodles and sketches in art class, watch Liz lose her mind during tutoring Damien at lunch, talking shop with Ben. Though now I have to avoid Mia like the plague because she's surely out to kill me. All said, I think St. Hammond's been my best school experience out of men. I've lost count of how often I've moved. Must be the fresh head trauma. As for today, it's been raining pretty often recently, so Coach Sully made us play more dodgeball in the gym. Uh-oh. Get a face guard, bro. Mia was definitely gunning for me with the way she launched them at me with the speed of a catapult. I rushed to Nia Dawkins' class, popping my spine against the curve of my chair. Apparently today's a short day because of some assembly, so the period will end much earlier than usual. So it also means we got most of the periods to slack off, do homework, do homework. I glanced at the desk next to me in the hopes of catching Olivia's latest artistic masterpiece, when I know she's not drawing, and instead only fidgeting. Hey Olivia, you seem a bit nervous. Everything alright? Yeah, sorry, it's just that been hearing rumors that the school's shared drive might have been corrupted. Wait, really? Yeah, really. How would something like that happen? Not sure, but I'm scared it might have messed with the art contest submissions. Think you should check out your entry on the website just to make sure it's okay. Technology, don't fail me now. With urgency, I take out my phone and type in the school's website. Fast fingers lead me to the art contest tab. Can this loading bar go any slower? Finally, the page loads in. Oh no, it's one of those "Are you a robot?" questions. Quick, select all the bridges. Oh. Looks like the submissions have been closed. What? Hold the phone up to Olivia to show her the page. The submissions have been closed since voting started last week. Oh. Jeez, I thought Mr. Dawkins spoke to me. Olivia's all seized up. Well, it's quite reassuring. With the submissions closed, there's no chance of any hacker messing with them. Olivia doesn't seem convinced, still drumming her fingers on her desk. Hopefully she'll feel loads better when the preliminary winners are revealed. I hate when pictures change. They take so long, I know. Speaking of which, when are we... As the bell sounds, the class begins to pack their things, and Ian Dawkins corrals everybody to a single file line. That's it. The worst thing is both main character die in train crash. Paige family die. Oh. I didn't look into it too deeply. I just found out what the name of the good ending is and how to get to it. There's apparently it's two that are really bad, and then there's one that's like okay, and then like there's the good ending, which is called the quote unquote golden ending. All right, everybody, we have an assigned row. We have an assigned row, so stick together. Before I join the rest of the line, I look back at Olivia, who seemed to be stalling. Come on, I'll walk with you. This seems to stir something in her, and she glances up to me with while hastily shoveling a notebook into her bag. Yeah, I'm coming. As we head out the door, I notice Olivia shuffling her hoodie a lot. It's not a long walk to the auditorium, and despite Iodakun's best attempts, most of the class splinters off to sit with their friends. Having expected this, she shrugs and makes her way to the back of the auditorium where the other teachers are. Olivia and I are left into the struggling crowd, trying to filter into the cramped theater of the school. It's going to be difficult finding some seats.
It's fine, I have a spot.
We may never know. Olivia wheels herself down the pathway, which I follow suit. She heads down the aisle until we arrive at the first row of seats. There's a vacant spot where a typical seat would be, with a faded handicap sign. Olivia parks her chair into the empty spot, which I take the seat right next to her.
Best seats in the house, right?
Can't complain. As the hall fills with more students, my anticipation rises. Oh man, I can hardly wait for the announcements. So, do you think I have a chance?
Huh? Oh, maybe. Photography isn't super popular, but...
Olivia folds her hands on her lap, staring straight ahead as her voice trails off. I know that, but I'm still hopeful.
Hey, guys.
Ah! Don't do that, Liz. I have to remind myself that this is normal. I know, right? Hey, Liz.
Can't believe it's finally here. Gosh, I'm so excited.
Me too. By the way, where's Damien? Hey, guys! Come over here! Jump over! Plow through them like a train! Damien is in the far back of the auditorium, yelling and waving his hands in the air to catch our attention. He's gonna get in trouble for that. Frills! Sit down! Damien immediately stops and takes his seat. With tempered expectations, we both sit in silence for just a few minutes before Principal Scalar walks on stage and taps the standing microphone. With her coffee, as usual. Fucking addict.
Okay, everyone, we got a whole bunch of important announcements to make, so I'll make them as quick so we can all have an early lunch. As soon as the idea of going for an early lunch is brought up by Principal Scalar, the entire room goes as silent as a vigil.
I guess when it comes to an early lunch, it's serious business. Yeah, have you seen the way these people eat? Jeez. Over the next 15 minutes, Principal Scalar goes over important events coming up for the school year. Most I would consider standard things, like pep rallies for the sports teams or bake sales to fundraise for upcoming field trips, and even something about new clubs being formed, such as the Japanese Animation AP Appreciation Society. Oh god. Bunch of nerds and that. Yes, Olivia, my thoughts exactly. Not the best acronym, if I have to say. We'll work on it. Yay, weebs. Otherwise, it's mostly boring housekeeping stuff when one got right down to it. Almost wonder why such announcements warranted an assembly when the mood suddenly shifts with Scalar's next big announcement. Now that we got the main stuff out of the way, I've saved the best announcement for last. St. Hammond is proud to announce the 5 semifinalists for the annual Fresh Start Art Contest. Cheers and applause were loud enough to make my ears ring. Yet I'd be lying if I say I wasn't excited for the reveal of just who made it to the semifinals. Maybe I was giving myself a bit too much credit, but I really wanted really wanted to be among those semifinals. You can almost taste victory. In fact, I turned to face Olivia and prepare to cheer alongside her, but I'm stopped by my tracks when I noticed that, unlike the rest of the peers, Olivia seemed to be uneasy about the prospect. Almost scared, even. Before I can ask Olivia why a sudden change in mood, Scalar continues with her next words, cutting my train of thought off.
And here we have the 5 semifinalists.
The pieces of 5 skillful students who have beaten all the other competitors came up, followed by the names of the victors right above them. Alas, I see no photography submission in sight. At least I gave it a shot, right?
Oh man, I didn't make it in.
Liz's neck droops down like a melancholy noodle. I can't help but feel pity for the bummed out Brachiosaurus. Bzz, bzz. Checking my phone, I see. D, man. Tell Liz to come back here, bro. Jeez, don't bump into her. Sure Damien's got that handled. Despite my sullied mood, I look back at the semifinals winners. I can't help but be amazed by them. Each artwork is impressive on their own right, their colors blending wonderfully and the figures beautifully designed. I really want to know what his submission was. I wish they had shown, like, all the submissions. I don't know, maybe they still will, but I'm just very curious about that. It's easy to see why these were voted as the winners. At least one especially catches my eye, the scenic landscape with a setting sun looking stunning. Surrounded by happy little trees. Enough for the slight stylization of the skyline and fantastical color palette. It could probably pass off as a real photograph with some filters pasted over it. I'm no art critic yet, but if I were, I'd label this as a masterpiece and easily the best out of them all. Let's give our winners a big round of applause. The auditorium fills with the usual kind of clapping one would expect in an event like this. Light with an underlying tone of disinterest, though one person felt compelled to constantly make a piercing high whistle. We'll be displaying the winners' art pieces in room 237. You're welcome to view them during the lunch and after school today.
Oh, neato.
Principal Scalar continues the rest of the assembly, announcing other events, the school, and other minor reminders. Behind me, I see the teachers start psyching themselves up for the Herculean task of getting some 200 hungry dinosaur teenagers out of a room and toward the lunch without anyone getting killed. Oh man, being at this school must be fucking hell. Principal Scalar finishes and waves back to them to signal it's time. Oh, here comes the stampede. Inko, you better fucking duck and cover. Alright, we're gonna start adjourning for lunch. You all know how this goes, so no just going for the exit. I begin being in the first row. We're the first to get up. Liz walked with us, but she left her head behind. Eventually, her neck snapped back into place. I follow behind Olivia until we make it to the hall. Hey, Olivia. She stops and turns a bit. Geez, she's still anxious about the sight thing earlier. She looks a little pale. I wanted to check out the winning paintings a bit more, but I want to check out the winning paintings a bit more. Want to come along? She considers for a moment.
No, go on without me. I need to use the restroom.
Alright, I'll see you at lunch table then. Olivia nods and starts off down the hall following the flow of students toward the lunchroom. Let's see, the principal said it was room 237. First thing I noticed walking into the classroom is the amount of people checking out the gallery. While I didn't expect to be filled to the brim with eager students, there's a decent amount of people here, about a baker's dozen or so. Maybe more will come back when they finish up their lunches. Well, I'm here now. Let's take a look at the lucky winners. Pieces are all set on easels in the back of the classroom. Some desks and chairs are moved closer to the front to give each one its own space. One by one, I take a moment to give each canvas a thorough view. The auditorium's screen really didn't give the art justice, because now I can really take in the detail on each one by being up close. The color palettes, the brushwork, the subtle nuance. Yeah, I can definitely see all of them having a good shot at getting a first place. But now it's time to see the one I've been eager to get a look at since the first shown. What I recall from Mr. Iadockin's lessons made with acrylics, explaining why the colors of it seem more vibrant. It stands out in defiance of the other pieces, or the other paintings, rather, in the contest, which of most were either violently absurdist and meaningless or muted still lifes or ordinary objects. It's a meadow of mystifying colors, the organic lines drawing the viewer deeper into the piece, and I feel as though it would be a place I'd walk up to with a fantastical dream. There's no rigid structure or forced metaphor here, just a fantastical merger of creative expression and real-world beauty. Ugh. I feel my fingers itching for the familiar weight of my DSLR. This is a piece that I wanted to immortalize in for my portfolio. It's hands down the winner of the contest in my eyes. Simply must find out who made this. Looks like a breathtaking show of artistic talent was created by a semi-finalist winner. What? What? That's a problem.
Hey, Eiko, I'm glad you swung by.
Looks like you're reminding the art contest winners. I told you St. Hammond's artistic programs are unparalleled. It's not mine. What's not yours? I try to say more, but the words don't leave my mouth. Ben's eyes follow mine to the bottom of the painting in front of me and watch as he makes the same realization as I do.
Inko, didn't you paint this? I had no idea your style was so developed, so humble. If I had known...
What the fuck? It's not my entry.
It's not?
No, mine was a photograph.
But what's your name doing on this one?
It must be some kind of mistake. A million scenarios come to mind. Must have gotten the wrong name somehow. If they did, I think the real artist would come forward by now. And the submission website must have been hacked or broken. But our school checks for stuff like that. If it was, we would have known by now.
Then, Nico, you sure you didn't submit someone else's piece by accident?
Of course I didn't. Why would I do something like that? You're the only one who can log into your account, Nico. Suddenly everything stops. My account. Did somebody...
Look, relax, all right? We can get this sorted out. Don't panic.
Ben lowers his voice.
Beniko, just to be clear.
What?
You didn't just get a bit of extra help, right?
Ben looks at me through the edge of his glasses, eye to eye. Some real stakes in the contest. Cheating is taken seriously. Especially fraud. The word echoes around inside of me. Fraud? Makes my bones chill. I mean, he could just say that it wasn't his, and that he didn't submit it. So, there's ingenuine, faker, liar. They're all bad in different ways. But fraud is just dripping with frigid condemnation. I swear, I submitted a photograph. Ben relaxes his shoulders. Alright, just making sure. Sorry to alarm you. It's perturbing how he can go from deadly serious to jovial like a flip switch. You gonna be alright? Sorry, I need some air. Hey, feel free. I'll let Scalar know, okay? Yeah, thanks, Ben. No problem. Take it easy. Someone is fucking with him. Ben offers me an earnest smile, waving to me as he steps out of the room and down the hall. After some time, I follow him, shambling down the hall as I try to make sense of what just happened. I thought everybody actually liked my photograph. But they all thought I was some kind of expert painter instead. I don't even know how to express it. I feel empty. I thought maybe my hard work was finally paying off, but submitted the right entry, so what happened? Did somebody change it? And if so, how? Such a great piece, too. What even is there to be gained by putting my name on it? We have some mystery. Scooby-Doo thing. We got a groovy mystery to solve. Assemble the Scooby Gang. I wander aimlessly through the halls. The thought of missing lunch passes through my mind, but there's a different sort of emptiness pervading my stomach. Why is it rattling me like this? Yeah, it's not like I'm in trouble or anything. Ben's helping me sort it out. I'm at a loss of what to even think right now. Oh crap, Olivia mentioned something about server issues before. I couldn't see my submission, but... was it just that? Maybe Olivia was right to be worried. Well, duh, why else would she be so nervous? My aimless walking leads me outside the principal's office in the gala. There's the one cityscape painting from the start of the school year. The very first painting I ever saw, and still one of the best. Even more of a Mike Tyson Mysteries feel. I guess so. A vibrant cityscape that morphs the rigid structure of urban painting into a soft and inviting utopia, as if viewed from the eyes of a child. The sky above the city is a beautiful shade of crimson, the radiant clouds clustered along its length. If the art contest submission was the best painting I've ever seen, then this one comes close. I can only imagine the accolades she must have gotten for painting this back then. You know, for a while, I got to have that experience. I got to step in the shoes of an artist much better than myself. Maybe that was the intent. All the praise, approval, everything I've been wanting. Just for a while, it was given by an anonymous stranger. Whoever that may be. Actually, this gives me a bit of an idea. If I'm clever and Olivia is up for it, this can be a cool way to get her to show off her paintings more. Everyone would like that. Maybe that's what she needs. I can act like a personal publisher for her if she doesn't have to deal with the people, huh? I do like the soundtrack of this game too. Wait a sec. I peeled down the empty hallway. I need to find Olivia. She couldn't possibly. Well, why me? Did she do this? Thinking about it only increases my worries and desperation to find out who I hope to Raptor Jesus isn't the culprit. I haphazardly check all the places where Olivia could be, but I can't find her anywhere. My hunt for the baryonyx leads me to the second floor of the atrium. I feel like there's a lead brick in a pit in my stomach, and as I internalize my current situation. The soft pattering rain hitting the window grabs my attention to see gloom-covered Volcadera outside. My eyes wander along the school's pathway covered in mud and thanks to the earlier rainfall. Wait a minute. Those look like tracks in the mud. I burst through the main entrance door and am met with a feeling of droplets hitting my head. Outside, the dark overcast has rolled in. The forecast calls for on and off rain during the day, but pretty gnarly clouds. Making it look almost dusk around. Crap, what am I wasting time for? Follow the trail with urgency, fearing that the trail will wash it away. It looks like it goes down the whole pathway. I ignore my clothes becoming progressively damp and the water collecting on my shades. Eventually, I round the curve and it leads to a bridge, and I see a distressing item at its end. What the fuck? Wheelchair. Olivia's wheelchair. Empty of the occupant, toppled on its side. A new fear grips me, born from the mental imagery provided by the sight. Those cruel thoughts push me up the steps faster than humanly possible as my rational mind tries to reassure me. Running across the deck, my breath is caught in my throat when I reach the middle. She's on the ground. She's slumped down. There's damage, and she's soaked school supplies scattered all over the walkway. Oh God, is she okay? My foot shifts, trying to force me closer. Slowly, her head lifts up to the sound of my shoes squelching on the floor. Eco. A tear-shaped stained eye stares at me with a dead expression, and her voice sounds weak. Olivia? I feel like I can finally breathe again. Slowly, Olivia pushes herself up, and I notice she's lying atop a pile of paper shreddings. The feeling of relief slowly fades away, and I remember just why I was looking for her. We stay silent, only staring at each other as long as the rain continues to bear down on us. She simply sits there, letting herself grow more and more soaked from the rain. One of the best parts? Do you want to talk? No. Not out in the open. I grab my compact umbrella from the backpack and unfurl it. It doesn't do much to dry Olivia off, but at least she's not getting more soaked. The umbrella is placed between us, and the elements against the ledge form a personal canopy above us. Here, now we're alone. There's space next to Olivia to take a seat. It's odd. We've sat together before, but sitting on the ground in the rain. And the room is just a little claustrophobic. There's bits of paper melted into the pavement, soaked by rain. Makes or breaks? Let's see what happens. Though torn apart and waterlogged, I can sort of make it out. A tree, a rough sketch of one anyway. Like the one that stood prominently in my false submission. So did you do it?
Nico, please, I can explain. I didn't have a choice.
What?
I know what I did was wrong, but I didn't have it any other way.
It wasn't a choice not to trick me? She avoids looking at me, focusing on the scraps of paper scattered about on the floor like confetti.
It wasn't a trick on you, I get it, you're mad at me.
I'm not mad. I'm just confused. I thought we were good friends.
Wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting you.
Pauses to give her throat some respite. Her usual water bottle isn't anywhere nearby. A shaky breath escapes her mouth.
When you came around, I thought you were no different than the others. You're some self-centered, pretentious midwit.
Midwit? Wow, never heard that one before.
Who only cares about his image. That's when I got the idea of using you to swap out your art with mine. You didn't seem like the kind of person who's cared about how he gets the attention from others, just like
just that he gets it. Her description of my character feels really reductive, but the ache in my chest tells me it hits a little too close to home. That's not what I think of you now. Duncan's the one person I can trust. So when he went to bat for you, saying we make good friends, I was worried. What's so special about this guy? I honestly got scared he would be wrong. That you'd just be like everyone else, and I'd be setting myself up for failure. But worse than that, Inko. I was afraid he'd be right. I had to face what I've done to myself. Now I've gone and done something like this. Switching my contest entry? She nods, swallowing hard. I wasn't thinking. Suddenly everything was out of balance. Everything I'd created, all my work, my own little world was suddenly changing and I had no control over it. I just had to do something. I didn't know I was doing that. I'm sorry. I didn't know I was doing that. I'm sorry. Stops to process the words and continues. I knew I'd get caught. It's stupid. I was hoping for it, even. Someone to figure out that it was swapped so it would be changed and everyone would be none the wiser. Turns to face me with silver eyes welled with tears. I'm sorry. Please don't hate me. Just don't want to go back to being the person I used to be. Person who didn't care about hurting you. Her head tilts downward with a violent hitch of breath. Ivory claws extend and grip at her knees in a painful display, and yet Olivia chokes back any sound she makes. Her body shudders with every breath from her, and I realize that every last defense barrier she had was completely gone. Olivia's laid herself bare, leaving only the crying girl desperately trying to silence her pitiful tears. But why all this? I can't hate you. Alright, I know what the correct answer is. What do you guys think is the correct answer? Alright, I'll just say it. But why do all this is the correct answer. I hate myself for thinking this, but she still hasn't really told me why she did it. I don't want to push the issue too hard, but if not now, when? I just want to know why go through all this trouble. What were you trying to accomplish? I immediately regret my words as the pained grimace on her face drives home the mistake she had made. Even if I'm in the right to ask, I feel like the villain for pressing her, but out of respect for Olivia's feelings, I stand steady, because to back down would be to denigrate her like all the people in the past had done. I want to see what people thought of my art without knowing I was the one who made it. Why would you want that? Isn't it obvious? It's always the same thing. My voice takes a deeper pitch. Oh wow, you're so talented in spite of your condition. This time it's higher and shriller tone. Amazing, it's like you aren't even disabled at all. Her voice returns, this time weighed down with her contempt. For all their kind words, it always comes back to those empty platitudes. It never felt like they cared about me or my interests. It was always just blind praise because I'm doomed to never measure up to the same level of expectations. The worst of it came when I found out I couldn't even fail on my own. Sound of her talons tearing more paper on the floor enhances her threatening or her heated words.
Even when I intentionally do something wrong, someone's always there to pick up after me or to assure me it's good in certain lights. She rips more off the page with every sentence. These are just old sketches from through the years. Nobody else has to live with that paranoia. That every positive word spoken and action taken to help you out is just someone acting out of obligation or insecurity. It's so bad at one point. It got so bad at one point I was almost being forced to accept these freaking accommodations. I just ended up. She drops what little remains of the pages unceremoniously, cutting everyone out. I'm never gonna come out on top. I'm never gonna be allowed to fail. Nobody's allowed to feel anything but pity for me when they meet me and guilt when they even consider not just having me as giving me a free pass. Nobody has an agency, and that's just how things are. The bell rings from a distance, signaling the end of lunch. Within my hand, I can vividly imagine the sounds of our classmates grumbling complaints as they shuffle to class. Instead, I choose to listen to the rain, how the soft pitter-patter of the droplets atop my umbrella before slipping gently to the ground around us. Internalizing the sound alongside the dimmer ambience and overall wetness has turned the tiny park I'm accustomed to into a near alien locale. I wonder to myself if this is why Olivia came out here. In a small way, all the work seemed to have revolved around average places, but altered with unnatural and beautiful overlayings. Praying from the familiar and yet adding to the fantastical. I look over to Olivia, who also seemed to be lost in thought. It does sound pretty rough. You gonna be alright? No, honestly, that's only the start of it, but I don't want to. No, you wanted to know, right? I wanted to tell someone anyway. Right, now it's just Iadaka. I'm sure he's sick of it. Alright. This crap even affects my family. You say that like you don't think they are. They aren't, though. I can't change that. She sighs. You're right. I should be a bit more grateful to them, but at the same time, it's like I know all too fucking well. I could just hang out at the Pains for as long as I need to after graduation. They're just too nice to not. The arrangement with my actual father could probably last indefinitely. I could just detach from society and leech off everyone around me forever, and it's still just be pity and guilt. But you saw them at the pool party. They love you. I know. I hate it. I want to love them back, but I just can't. Not now. I've already wasted so much. Who I am. I'm so sudden. So, who am I to suddenly turn around in my last year? I want to just get out of their hair and not waste their time anymore. Otherwise, I'll be the one hurting them, wasting all their patience and kindness for years like I already have, and I'd never be in the wrong. Who the fuck wants a free ride through life like that? And that's all I have waiting for me, realistically. Damn, why am I telling you all this? Olivia clutches her throat. Her voice has gotten strained and weak. It hurts to speak at all, but she's just been letting it all out. Hell, what am I doing just watching? I'm such an idiot. I rummage through the insides of my backpack until... Ah, there it is. Pulling out a water bottle, I offer it to her. She eyes it on the ground indifferently and then goes to drink it. The whole bottle is finished in one go, and she drops it into the growing pile of trash. Thanks. I give a silent nod. She looks off into the distance again, picking up her train of thought. That's why I had to do it. I had to know if I really was good at something for once. Really, really genuinely good. No false praise, no parasocial relations where I'm verbally filleted. So sorry, I shouldn't be laughing at this. So everyone else can feel better for it. I had to know my art was real. That I could be something for real. That I had a real way out. Doc assures me all the time it's good enough. Fuck, why did I listen to him? He probably knows everything by now. Anyways. He usually does. Honestly, taking all this in at once is challenging to digest, to say the least. No, that's him. You said you're expecting to get caught? Yeah, I said I wanted to be. I wasn't even sure other people would see it if you caught it fast enough and switched it back, thinking it was a bug. And you started getting all the praise out of nowhere. Yeah, I did. Seems a bit sad in retrospect. Yeah, around then it really settled just now how badly I messed up. Tried to get you noticed by get you to notice it by showing me the submission yourself. Then you just go to the office and get it changed. Nobody would get it hurt, and the end of story. But of course, you still had your own saved. You're always just so prepared for everything, anything. You gesture to the crushed water bottle. The weeks go by. You get more praise. I get more nervous. And today, Olivia's hands finally fell to her lap, limp and spent. Here we are. My turn to say something, I guess. I just don't know how to process all this. It's not like friendships come with instructions. My own thoughts are muddled, pushing me to find some way to comfort the girl before me. And yet to comfort her would be to demean her like people have done in the past. It's so confusing, and frustration and pity mix haphazardly in my stomach. It's nauseating. Pity for the girl before me that has wronged me, but not out of real malice. Frustration at myself because Olivia was right. Having unveiled the uglier side of me, I wasn't aware of. Press no further. Let her fail. Ooh. This is a non-point choice, but it is a requirement for both the next choice point and the eligible ending. Choose let her fail. Okay. Well. We have to let her fail. My thoughts land on what Olivia said earlier in the conversation. Yeah. This is the correct answer, apparently. Again, going back to how I cannot stand dating sims. You going to tell Principal Scalar? Olivia flinches a bit. Principal, why? About what you did? You said you expected to get caught. You can't tell them officially anything but that. Olivia shifts uncomfortably in her spot. Why not? They find out, it's all over. Isn't that a bit extreme? Honestly, it'd be the end for you, too. My turn to flinch. Olivia's getting worked up again. New fear starts spiking through her eyes. I don't need to ask this. Olivia answers anyway. You don't talk about it until now, after it's nearly guaranteed to win. With the stakes. It looked like you were complicit. Worse, like it was your idea. You'd be a fraud. There's that word again. Fraud. No.
I wore it all over my record in senior year. We're about to have to find a career. Fraud. But even so, isn't it the right thing to do? I can handle it. Don't worry about me. Cinco, no. Oh, man. There's more. Told you I'm not eligible to even enter. I already won before. I got the notary and money. The winning piece is featured in the cover of Volcadera Monthly. It even gets an article. It's more than a scholarship. It's a foot in the door. They can't do anything about the money. It's gone. It's long gone. But if anyone knows what I did, and it gets to those magazines. She clutches the sleeves of her hoodie and stares me dead in the eye. I needed to graduate. I fucking hate it, but I need it. That's my only way out. It's my only way we can actually go somewhere. You're putting all your eggs in that one basket? There are no other baskets. I can't risk it. I know I just carried on about why doesn't anyone let me fail, but this... Did you just get a hug from the Gator? Technically I suppose so, but I don't know if this counts. It's serious. They can't know. Please, Inko. I can lose everything over this mistake. I just can't. I can't. Fraud. God, not that. But isn't it? Olivia grabs the sides of my jacket and yanks herself close. The motion tips the umbrella over the sides a few feet away in the breeze. Makes her almost lose her balance and fall over onto me. The breathing is erratic. Iko, listen to me. Please, I can't lose this. I can't be doomed to be nothing. This is all I have. You can't go to someone about this. I'm begging you. She's tugging me towards the ground. I close her. You know, they probably couldn't know that it's her. I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know how this would play out normally, but they don't have to say it's her. It could have just been like, oh, it was a mistake. My jacket's starting to tear. I can feel her anxiety by how her hands are quivering with fear as they grip tightly on my coat. My fault, okay? Not yours. I don't need to make it your problem. Please. They resort to violence, robbery. For a date? No, not exactly. More art fraud. Just looks bad, kind of. Oh man, it's a whole long story. To summarize, there was a contest at the school where the students submit their best work. He submitted his. She can't compete because she's already won. So it turns out that she switched his entry with one of hers to prove that she can be a better artist without people bringing up her disability. There's a little more to it than that, but that's basically the gist of it. Okay, no one else has to know. It'll have to be our little secret. Olivia exhales and lets go. All at once, she slumps down. I have to hold her out of my arms to stop myself from falling too. Olivia ends up slumped over in my lap sideways. Oh. Hey, you okay? No. I'm really not. The Gator girl tries to push herself up from my lap. Her attempt only ended up with her twisting my leg and turning her face and chest upward. She must really be exhausted, as if her attempt to blow her wet hair from her face is unsuccessful. God damn it. This is what it's all come to? I got away with it, too? Fuck, I'm just like Ben. You have the energy to get up? Not yet. Olivia? What's wrong with Ben? How are you like him? She exhales hard.
Ben. It's all his fault. All of it. If not for him, I wouldn't be like this thing. Some worthless heap unable to do anything with nothing and nobody. None of this would have happened.
Sounds like something I should be prying into. You need to tell me.
Yeah, I don't. But I did this to you. I should be honest.
Can you get off my legs first? Starting to lose feeling.
You too?
Good they can still have a laugh after all this.
Fine, can you help me up at least?
I take Olivia's shoulder and help her back into her sitting position by me. She just leans back against my shoulder.
Sorry, been a long day.
I guess it's fine for now.
Where do I even start?
That Ben. I don't even remember how we became friends. But we definitely hung out a lot in my last year of middle school. He didn't care that I was in a chair. Didn't treat me any different. He was cool. What's the issue then? Olivia bops my chin with her skull.
Let me finish. He was cool. But in freshman year, back when Ben was the only student council was on the student council as secretary, I was looking forward to that yearly art show. Worked all summer for the perfect piece, Dreamscape. Its name was heavy in her tone as she said its name. Yeah, it won. It wasn't supposed to. Once again, her eyes were teary through the rage, though with rage this time. My mouth clicked shut as she glared at me. Her eyes closed and her tone was once again sorrowful. Ben started advertising himself as my friend like it was some part of his own personality. Besides that, is Ben not cool? I don't want Ben to be not cool. I liked Ben. God damn you, dinosaur Scott the Woz. The sigh escapes her carries years of repressed anger. Even his friends started doing it, like being around me was an act of charity that made them better. He eventually told me straight up, I'll give him that. Voice shifted again, but this time instead of a voice to lampoon someone, it was in an eerie facsimile to Ben. I am universally down on my luck. Not even a week later, people started walking up to give praise to my submission. It was the first time in a while I'd gotten a compliment for my work. Though my submission was going to win, it was exciting. I thought my submission was going to win. It was exciting. Until Damien showed me an article in the school newsletter written by a certain student council secretary. Half of it was basic crap about the art submissions. The other half was about me. Ben had written the longest segment about the talented poor girl in the wheelchair. I practically worshipped me for my determination. Surprise, surprise, it wins by a landslide. So she thinks that her art got her a win because of her disability. Yeah, again, because of her disability. Even when my piece won, all I could remember was that feeling of just being handed a victory as charity. My whole summer, that effort was overshadowed, and for what? A safety net that I didn't earn? I really thought I was going to thank him. That's the worst part, honestly. As if after using me as a stepping stone to climb the social ladder. God damn it, Ben. I couldn't take it anymore. I told him to get out of my life, and he just gave me this look. I'll never forget it. Genuine confusion, like I was an alien for being upset. But what he said, this is your only chance of succeeding out there. Why don't you just give it all up? But by then, the money, the exposure, this fucking safety net, I just took it. He was right. He was right, and I hated it. I really, really fucking hated it.
That's what's between Ben and Olivia. I figured it was something, but sheesh. After that, I just couldn't. I shut everything out and everyone out. Everyone was fake. Everyone didn't want to know me. I just that I exist as just what I exist as, even my own family. Well, it's all his fault, all of it. Yeah, I can see her being a very relatable character. In fact, yeah, I definitely get that. Well, what? That's it. That's the truth. I just want to graduate and get away from here, from him. He ruined my life. Because of him, I'm not Olivia. I'm Olivia, the poor, sad cripple. The title's forever fixed to my name. Come on, that's not true. You're right, it's not. You're Olivia. No, that's also not it. I'm not Olivia. I'm God's funniest joke. Jeez, Olivia. I nudge the umbrella back over us. Goes back into the spot I popped up between us, recreating the canopy shielding us from the elements. Olivia looks to me to gauge a reaction. That was a sort of speech given by someone that's had years to think about it and hold it in. And it was one she had been waiting to give anyone willing to listen, if she could just trust them. All the pent-up angst against the guy that ruined her life. Realized at the moment she just couldn't take it anymore. Can't get much worse than this for her, but she trusts me. What she needs to hear right now is... Uh-oh. Okay. Let's see. The correct... Hold on. Okay, the correct answer is the second one. You can still take back the reins of your life and your own mistakes. That's the correct choice. I hate that I have to click through several windows just to get back to this. Again, the way you get to the good ending from what I've read is that you have to let the two of them grow as people. So, her having to deal with her mistakes is the correct path. I take my sunglasses off and lean forward, placing my head on her shoulders. She takes a moment to register the new sight and looks right at me, anticipating whatever I'm about to say. You're not a joke, Olivia. Appreciate you trying and all, but it doesn't matter. The damage has been done. All that shit is what made me into a nihilist. Wouldn't say you're a nihilist, Olivia. Plus, I don't think that's what the word means. You still enjoy some things. Got a better word? Well, there you go. That's beside the point. Love rain over me. Ben did something horrible, but he didn't take your agency. You're saying that I ruined my own life? Is that it? Annoyance bubbles up within me as she argues back. She wanted to get caught in the act. Yet Olivia looks at me as if she just spat on her. I just spat on her face. This is what the hell are you getting at, Inko? What am I getting at? The fact that you can't keep using Ben's shitty choices as a crutch. Her breath catches. You need to take responsibility for your own life, who you are and what you want to be. My own words catch Olivia off guard. They kept coming unbidden now. You say that you're a nihilist. And you draw these amazing pieces that reflect those realistic fantasy worlds. You say that no one wants to know you for you, but you know that you have the Pains, Iodakin, Liz, me. Can you really blame any of that on Ben? Even the art contest? Ben didn't yank some evil string of your fate and take you and make you swap out the submission. You made yourself do it. I know it's hard. I have trouble with this too, but please, for all of us, take responsibility for your feelings, Olivia. Oh shit. Damn it, mouth. My tirade has left Olivia staring at me, mouth hung open, aghast at what I had just said. I hiss in realization and try to backtrack. Oh shit, what happened? Fuck you. Oh, he tries to say something and she immediately just says like "fuck you." I thought I accidentally skipped that. Okay. Stopping completely, Olivia's head raises from her shoulders. She glares at me. Her eyes are heartbroken. They're enraged. They're looking for something to lash out at. But they're trusting. Fuck you for being right. I know all that, damn it, and you're the second to say it. Her eyes watered and her head returns to my shoulder. Damn it all, Inko. I'm stunned as she presses further against me, even using her arms to tuck her legs closer. At this point, the people in school are wondering where they are. Probably. You and Iodakin had... Fine. You're right, but... How do I start? I have no idea what to do. Her voice sounds so weak, but there's a conviction hidden within it. Honestly, she'd have just mauled me for what I had said. It's what she wants. I can do this. Well, What do you think is wrong right now? You have to be more specific. Alright? What about Damien and his family? She hums in thought. And then there's Liz too. All of them would probably like to hear your thoughts. Yeah? What would I say though? Whatever you're feeling? Hell, just be more open in general would be something. I can feel her frowning, but also nod against my shoulder. Fine, what else? Mr. Iodakin? She scoffs. She probably already knows. Liz would really be worried about it. Yeah. What you're thinking? Yeah, he reads me like a book. But he'd probably like to hear you say it. Yeah, he would. And me too. You got your turn. You told me just now, but I'd like to hear more about you. You're my friend. Alright. Starting now. I can feel her rumbling growl before she sighs. Sorry, Inko. All the shit I put you through since you got here. Being a really shitty friend. You having to put up with me. I choose to be your friend, Olivia, so don't apologize for that. Olivia looks up at me through the corner of her eye. Ben can't take your agency. You can't take mine. I'm choosing this. You're silly. Her words were strained, and not from lack of water. The regret in her voice was raw, along with honesty. Thanks. And I forgive you. And once again, silence. I fumble with my fingers, debating whether I should bother with them, given the rain. Might as well. I guess they're all prescription after all. We lay back, listening to the patter of the rain against our little tent. Just her and I, secluded from the world. That's the world that's done so much to crush her. Man, she's really leaning against me. I crane my neck so I can turn and look at her. She looks so at peace now, even with the smeared mascara and wet hair. I'm starting to lose feeling in my arm, though. Watching her like this is... Snark. Was that a snore? Oh no, she fell asleep. Guess she would be pretty tired. It's been a long day for both of us. Even if it's only 4th period. Did I do alright? Yeah, don't worry, dude. We followed the guide. You're good. We got a hug from the Gator. Alright, well, I guess we'll count this. Things turned out pretty okay, but I'm anxious. Best I can do is be here for her. In this case, letting her have my shoulder for a bit. Pressed up against me. My eyes slid closed, trying to lose myself in the pitter-patter of the rainfall. Oh. Oh my god. Olivia jerks herself up and starts coughing into her fist. Fuck, how long? About 5 minutes, probably. Geez, sorry. You know, I remember when you got into me for just sitting near you back at the party. Just shut up. Looks like you're improving a bit. Olivia bonks the umbrella to make it splash a bit onto me. Hey. Anyways. Olivia stretches her arms. Things go quiet again. Olivia finally breaks the silence. You know, you say you forgive me and all, but I still feel like shit for putting you through all this. Now everyone's gonna expect you to be skilled at painting. They'll call you a fraud. Oh yeah, I was trying not to think about it. Damn it, it's all my fault. Olivia rests her arms over her knees, and I'm surprised she manages to bury her long snout into them. An idea hits me. What if you taught me for real? Olivia raises her head from her arms. Taught you? Painting, for real. It's like you say, I have expectations to fulfill. Would you teach me how to paint like you? I don't know. Tell you what. I'll forgive you if you teach me. You already said that. Olivia looks down in contemplation. Alright. I'll teach you how to paint. But you should know, I'm a lousy teacher. You seen my working class, I'm a lousy student. I got a feeling it'd work out. Hey, don't make it weird. Yes, Professor Halford. Stop making it weird. I chuckle as I'm playfully shoving her. After that, after everything we've said and done, things become quiet. Beneath the solace of my umbrella, we relax together. At least until Olivia begins shifting uncomfortably. I sit and watch as she takes her calves and shifts them to her side with one hand. Her tail comes around and presses into the paper-filled floor before her, keeping her upright as she starts to lean forward. Finally, with the strength of her tail and one arm, Olivia lifts her hips from the floor and swings her shins fully beneath her. She smiles as she kneels over me. You just gonna sit there? Crap, I was gawking stupidly. It was just so fascinating seeing a girl maneuver herself in these odds yet well-practiced ways. I guess I'm jealous, actually. I wish I had a tail to do some things like that she can do. I pressed my hands down on the floor and pushed myself up. I don't know why. I had thought to stand, but instead I shifted myself for a kneeling position too. We're face to face now. Now, okay, now we got the hug. We got it now. Okay. This one's for real. For a split second, I feared the worst as Olivia drew me into a hug. Realistically, the game should end right here, but I know there's a lot more left. Like, a lot more. I don't know what she would do, but this. Hugging a gator. We did it, boys. I like this. For how strong her arms are, they're wrapped around my chest feels exceptionally tender. My own arms have enveloped her, returning the embrace in a similar soft way. Finally. As her arms loosen, I draw back, though I don't want to take my hands off her. That was nice.
Don't make it weird.
Sorry about that. We're long past the point of weird. Just roll with it at this point. With the sound of the rainfall hitting the umbrella, my ears suddenly pick up the noise of what sounds like squeaking. I look down to see that there's something shuffling in Olivia's pocket. What the fuck? Where did that come from? A little beast emerges from a hiding spot with squeaky yawn, to which Olivia offers her hand for it to use as a platform.
Hey, little guy, nearly forgot about you. Had a nice nap?
Was he there the whole time? That's a rat.
Alright, you two haven't met each other. Inko, this is Guts. Guts, meet Inko.
Hi, Guts. Awkwardly wave at the apprehensive-looking rodent. Olivia lifts Guts onto her shoulder gracefully, like her hand is an elevator for him. Had she always had that? You brought him to school?
Well, yeah, I just really needed him today since, you know, all the crap that's happened.
Give Guts a new scratch under his chin. I bring him sometimes when things get rough.
No, and nobody noticed?
You haven't? Yeah, we apparently all this time we haven't noticed. Touché. Ian once told me that not to let him run around the school, otherwise it would be considered a health hazard or something. The tardy bell rings out of the distance. We're late for our next class. I'm sure Iadakin will understand. We should probably get back to class. Here, hold this. I give Olivia the umbrella so she and the rat can stay dry while I fetch the wheelchair. Oh. We got a achievement. We got the Gator hug. By now it's settled some into the mud. This wheelchair has definitely seen better days. After dusting off the dirt and pooling water as best I can, I make my way back.
Thanks.
She offers me the umbrella, but I make sure to hold it above her. I keep the wheelchair steady with one hand as Olivia climbs into the seat using her tail to help herself up. We stand in the rain in silence for a moment, only sharing a content gaze. So what do we do about the contest now? That's a good question. Ben was always there when I saw my name on the painting. He already went to tell someone. So like he said, no harm, no foul. What about your own submission? I ruined it. Scratched the back of my head. It wouldn't have won anyway, it's just a picture. Oh. I thought it was pretty okay. Hearing those words from Olivia sent a strange flash of heat to my face. It's not unpleasant, but again, those honest words from her really do cut through me for some reason. Thanks. A loud squeak draws my eye to Guts as he stands atop Olivia's shoulders. You too? A weary smile stretches across Olivia's face. I think it means Guts is saying it's actually so. Hey. Cut him some slack, Guts. Cut him slack. Guts, Inko didn't have any time to make anything for the contest. He's got some high standards. Yep, that's why I've gotten so good. The sheer absurdity of it. I don't know which of us broke first, but our laughter fills the air, heard only by us as the rainfall cuts off the other noises. So, what now?
I don't know. I don't want to go yet.
Still pretty worn out. Worn out? Smile crosses my face as a wicked idea comes to mind. Well, too bad.
What?
I walk around behind Olivia grinning like a mad idiot.
Inko, what are you doing? Inko!
Her head tries to follow me as I stand right behind her chair. I figure that pushing your chair around is really tiring, so how about I help you out? Olivia blushes and looks away.
Fine, but just for today.
Returning to the campus was certainly awkward. Passerby shoot us looks. It's the most common scene. It's not the most common scene to see a girl in a wheelchair just roll on in sopping wet and tracking mud in. More likely, though, is because the said girl had taken to using my umbrella to hide herself from the looks. Those looks. She was already extremely red in the face. It was a conundrum. Drop the umbrella and it was a conundrum. Drop the umbrella and let people see her. Or keep it up and draw more attention. I shall name it the Nito theorem. Okay. She's gonna kill me if I ever attempt to publish it. Making our way back to Olivia's current class, she simply shook her still concealed head. I didn't really have much of a choice from all that. I knew the girl. I knew of the girl. Her last classes were all in the upper levels, and she was in possession of the elevator key. And I was in possession of the weakest knees here in St. Hammond, at least according to the coach Sully. So I wheeled her to my current photography class. On the way over, she keeps bending her head back to peek at me. She's she's making sure I'm still there. Knocking on the closed door, the petrol store professor didn't even bat an eye at the poorly hidden girl. He simply stepped aside and let us through. Ben was looking our way, but I chose to pay him no mind. After everything I heard, Olivia didn't even register he was there. She simply rolled herself back in the back of the classroom and through a door into what I had already guessed was Ian Dawkins' supply closet. You know what? I'm an idiot. It's a dark room, isn't it? The stares of my other classmates abated thankfully as our teachers continued to lecture. Taking my own seat, I focused on Ian Dawkins. As much as I could, at least, my muddled thoughts kept me distracted the whole period. Just before the bell rings, Ian Dawkins stares me dead in the eye. He points a stern finger directly at me, then to the floor to signal, "You stay." Uh-oh. Once everyone has left, he closes the class door and locks it. "So, Gator, explain." "Explain, sir." He opens the door in the back and signals Olivia to come out. The mud-drenched clothes and the declaration of sanctuary. The drenched clothes and the declaration of sanctuary. I was having a bad day. She's looking a bit better, still drained, but not shivering. A rat still sits in her lap, and Ian Dawkins extends a finger down to scratch under his chin. "I can see that." He takes a seat next against the nearby desk and waves the hand for Olivia to go on. When she doesn't, he shifts his hand to me. I look between the two of them. Mr. Ian Dawkins' expectant leer, and Olivia's pleading eyes. Ultimately, I shake my head in the negative. I just helped Olivia get out of the rain. "Of course." He slouches further atop the desk. Can I tell you some other time?" "Sure." "Whatever it was, it looks like you've recovered pretty well." Olivia doesn't answer verbally, instead of giving him a bashful smile and nod. "Was it about your work again?" "Yeah." "Oh, this girl." He turns to me and points a thumb at her. "You know, the work she's so concerned about absolutely wrecks the grading curve the grading curve in my class. My God, we have to end soon." Oh, jeez. For the sake of the other students, I had to put a limit on extra credit assignments. "Really?" "Yeah, never before would I ever consider such a restraint. Why punish someone for working so hard? I would think to myself. Then 4 years ago, this little green goblin comes rolling into my class. Half a semester and more than a few angry calls from parents later, my hands were tied. Young lady simply does too dang much." Olivia smiles, but doesn't look up from her pet. It was that much better when all the other it was that much better than all the other students? Well, no, I don't grade by technique. If I did, you'd be in big trouble, Inko. Olivia's work was very good even then, but the main thing I admire is how motivated she can be. Haven't seen someone so exhausted to just paint in years. Certainly haven't seen anyone so enthused, rather. Someone so enthused to paint in years. Certainly haven't anyone so enthused to I had to change the rules like that.
You were worried it'd stop me?
Was I? That definitely sounds like me, but it didn't stop you, not even a little. Heck, that year you even got me to see some things differently.
I don't think I ever did anything like that.
You did when you came in after class, the Friday before Mother's Day. Take a look at this. He handed me the quill pen, and the first thing I noted about it is how soft the feather portion is. Is this a special pen you always use? It's actually from my wife. Whoa. That's weird. Inspecting it closer, I can see more of the intricate details. From the faded engravings on the shank to the maintained but worn point. It's well made and kept, and yet the feather and brass showed its age. She came in that afternoon with a whole sack of crumpled painting drafts. So frustrated she couldn't get it right, and so determined to make it perfect. I say any of these would be great. Your aunt would love any of these, and she fires back. Oh, cool. Huh. Nice. If it's not good enough for me, then why would it be good enough for someone I love? I did not have an answer. So I tell her to take a step back. We take a few hours to go over fundamentals once more. I send her home to try getting it right over the weekend, and come Monday she returns and hugs me the first thing. Oh, you got a hug from the Gator too? That Friday night, though, what she said was on my mind. I talked about it all night with my wife. Then that morning, I decided to make a change for myself. My wife was molting at the time, so there was always a few feathers or three in our blankets each morning. I took the biggest one, preserved it right, got a bit of help to make it into a real pen. And I've used it ever since. It helps me remember to do my job right for the people I care about and for the people my students care about. I think what it was, it's that childlike reasoning can come so natural for the youth. That reasoning, it makes a typical innocent, earnest dedication something I think I'd lost for a while.
Don't give me so much credit.
You haven't lost it, have you? Good. Don't lose it for me. Don't lose it for me, okay?
Okay.
Yadakin yawns and stretches. You feeling right to go to your next class?
Yes, I'm ready.
Great. Claps his hands over my back. We should do this again sometime. He ushers us out of the classroom as the late bell trills, handing us a note that he'd rapidly scrawled on. Miss Prockling didn't seem enthused to see us come in late, but she sighed as she read the late note from Iadakin. As I took my usual spot, I felt something odd in the corner of my eye. Looking up, it was to see Olivia looking my way, with that smile on her face. The one that spoke so many words, yet I couldn't figure out what. All I could do in turn was to try and match it before focusing on Miss Prockling's latest lecture. Okay, I think this might be a good place to stop. My God, the trauma dump. And the drama. The drama and the trauma all at once. Oof. This has been a very emotionally exhausting... Actually, let me save before I forget. Alright, we're gonna delete this cursed timeline. Yes, okay, goodbye. Yeah, I'll say we have. Holy shit. So much happened in this one episode. This one stream, rather. Okay. Woof. Yeah, I'll say the story is very engaging and very well written. Like I said, it's a bit too wordy. Like they could have trimmed it down a bit, but the story is legitimately good. Like I wasn't. This is better than a game about hugging an alligator has any right to be. Oh man. All right. Well, who are we gonna rate out to? Let's see. We got Tom, we got OA Skittles, and we have Seth, all streaming all at once. Tom was here earlier. He's playing Cult of the Lamb. Okay. Skittles is playing. OA Skittles is playing Final Fantasy X still. There's Seth also. Man, I hate when multiple people I typically rate out to are streaming. I don't know. Is Seth ending? No, he's not. If only I had a 3-sided coin. Let's see. I feel like we haven't rated out to Tom in a while. Maybe we'll just rate out to Tom. Let me get him. Hopefully, is he still going? All right, he's playing Cult of the Lamb. I think we're gonna rate out to him. Hopefully, he doesn't bail on us at the last minute. Oh man. All right. Well, that was quite a roller coaster of emotions. All right, say bye to everybody, Nico. All right, well, thank you all for watching. We'll pick this up on Wednesday. We'll see how much we have left. And if there's still a lot more after that, we'll finish it on Friday, I guess, and we can move on with our lives. But anyway, thank you all for joining me. If you're new here, give me a follow. Go to Rob the Casual Gamer, where I upload all my streams. Make sure to like and comment. Check out my other videos. I'm going to stop recording. We're going to rate out to Tom Betwixt, who's playing Cult of the Lamb. And I will see you guys later.